Hey, my name's Rob Francis and I'm the founder of Mojo. I founded Mojo because of my experiences within Paralympic and Olympic sports. Mojo believes that no one, based on their ability, should be excluded from the benefits of physical activity and sport. We ultimately believe exercise should be fun and inclusive, so we turned it into a game and we made it for everyone. I'd really like to share with you over these next few minutes my journey of why I built Mojo and my story behind my vision of trying to get the world to move just a little bit more. My background was Paralympic and Olympic sport. I worked for organisations such as Team GB, the IOC. During this journey, my role was as a strength and conditioning coach. I had to build pathways for people to develop into athletes and to become podium potential athletes. And this started off within community environments all the way through to world-class programs. I was fortunate to attend two major games where in Birmingham, in my home city, we won a bronze medal, and then the Olympic Games in Paris. With my role in the IOC, I worked in the Pacific, where I educated coaches, sports scientists and physios on adaptive training methods and developmental sport practices. And this occurred in grassroots from school teachers and all the way up that pathway. And within this, no matter if I was working in Vanuatu or Australia or the UK, I found a problem where exercise just didn't cater for the whole community. Whereas in professional Paralympic and Olympic sport, we had all this knowledge and this wealth of experience in adaptations, exercise prescription, and training and sport advice. Whereas on the community level, this was just missed. It was if you didn't fit the linear confines of sport or exercise, then you were excluded. Whereas in world-class programs, we build the programs around the athlete with adaptations, with inclusive strategies, and progressions and regressions. And so I founded Mojo to be that tool. Mojo was born during COVID, and I'd really like to think that it was one of the few positive things that came in a world where we're all locked in our houses, isolated and unsure of the future. So I was working abroad and everything shut down. So I came home in the midst of the pandemic. My mom has ran a riding school for the riding for the disabled for the last 30 years. And it was during a time when people couldn't come horse riding. And so members of the community, children and adults, really wanted some form of exercise to do at home. And so we came about the idea of how about we send some sports equipment like some balls, bibs and cones out to them, and we do virtual fitness activities online. So I brought myself a green screen and we sent out the kit and we ran through 3 months of adaptive exercise but gamified. And this involved changing the different backgrounds of the green screen, such as stepping stones, getting them to hop from stepping stone to stepping stone. They would put a cone down, for example, or going through space, and they would use the swimming float to kind of denote that element, and it would be like a jumping squat motion. And so after these 3 months, everything started to open up a little bit more, and I was asked to go and deliver in person. And really something that was such a short-term element really started to grow. I realised the impact truly of this when I was delivering in person. Parents' feedback from their child was, it's the only thing they've engaged in. They don't really engage in PE. It's more the gamification of exercise and adapted to their level. Feedback from adults was, it was something that they could come to with their friends and feel that sense of safety and community and have fun. And so I really wanted to build this program from those experiences. It was the most rewarding experience that I've ever had, utilising my knowledge of sports science, strength and conditioning, but adapted in a community level, really helping the people who need this the most and who are excluded from conventional sport and physical activity. My journey of practitioner to founder has really evolved. Mojo, at one point, as mentioned, was purely a concept delivered on Zoom, on a green screen, in my living room amidst a pandemic. Exponentially, we have grown this to then 8 letters on a page as Mojo and delivering these sessions in the community to adults and children. To now, this present day, where we work with national governing bodies, adapting and developing sport, but also getting their programs out through their coaches by upskilling their coaches to deliver adaptive sports in the community to children and adults. We also work with local authorities, upskilling their instructors so that they can deliver an inclusive, gamified and adaptive fitness program to their local residents. Finally, we work with schools where we upskill PE teachers to deliver our inclusive and adaptive PE curriculum that can engage a wider audience at school while giving the teacher an increased confidence when delivering their sessions. So I'd really like you to explore more of what we offer at Move Mojo and see if you can help us make the world move that little bit more.